Wet, dreary day here in Southeast Texas. I'm not complaining about it's wet and dreary. Sometimes the best times I've had in my life are on a day that's just kind of yucky out there, and you sit, at least when I was a kid, in front of a warm fire with a book and just enjoy yourself. And we need the rain, which is pretty good. Or I put all our delicate plants in the garage when it was cold, brought them out this morning. Started to rain later on. You need to water them, so it's really good. So anyway, I am definitely not complaining about the rain. Let me see, what do we have today? Well, it's called Freedom as a State of Mind. Freedom is a state of mind. First quote is from the Gospel of Philip. Yes, there is a Gospel of Philip. It's not a canonical gospel. In other words, it wasn't blessed by the church. Why? Because it's a Gnostic gospel. And the Gnostics were kicked out of Christianity effectively at the Council of Nicaea 1700 years ago. Not quite, but almost. So the Gospel of Philip. And here they're using Yeshua for Jesus. Jesus said, if you know the truth shall make you free. Ignorance is a slave, knowledge is freedom. And Gnosticism is all about knowledge. Gnosis, from the Greek for knowledge. Maybe we'll talk more about the Gnostic Gospels at a future time. And Ernest Holmes says, you're now free. And your freedom will yet save the world from itself. You are now free. And yes, your freedom will yet save the world from itself. And that's in a publication called Creative Mind, Ernest Holmes. And this is Eugene Holden RScP, religious science practitioner. Freedom is a state of mind. As such, no one can take our freedom away from us. Even when we find ourselves in situations where our physical body appears to be in bondage, our thoughts of freedom keep us free. That mind that frees us is the same mind that can keep us in bondage. Remember, we're free to think what we want, and our thoughts create our experiences. We have been given the beautiful gift of choice. You remember he talked about choice several readings ago. We are free to choose what we think. And since what we think about, we bring about, more about that in a minute. Let's be clear about what it is we want to experience. In this, you choose your freedom. In this lies your freedom of choice. Choose to be free of thoughts of negativity, lack, and limitation. Choose to be free of thoughts of not enough. Choose to be free of thoughts of fear, doubt, and worry. Some may ask how to do this. Simply put, make the choice to do it. We're free to choose thoughts of abundance. We are free to choose thoughts of peace. We are free to choose thoughts of love, confidence, and grace. You are free to be the divine, brilliant illumination of pure spirit. Today is the day to let your spirit fly free. The main message is that even if we are locked up in a prison against our will, like Nelson Mandela was, for instance, in the 20th century, late 20th century, he was still free to choose his thoughts. And eventually his thoughts moved from ones of anger and wanting retribution to thoughts of forgiveness. And guess what happened? He became physically free, and he became the first Black president of South Africa in the late 20th century. Just a quick word about what we think about, we bring about. Yes, but it's not as simple as that. What we think about with feeling, and I keep harping on this, and probably some of you are fed up of hearing it, but it's the truth. What we think about with feeling, we tend to bring about. What we think about, we tend to bring about. What we think about with feeling, we further tend to bring about. And when there's enough feeling attached to the thought, we do bring it about. And as I said before, it's a wonderful thing that we can do. And the best thing we can do is to say this or something better, because I believe that there is a power greater than I am that knows better than I do what it is that I want. And when I end an affirmation with this is something better, I get the something better. It may not be exactly what I wanted, but it will be not just good enough, it will be better than what I'd wanted. So that's my preaching for today. Reverend Lisa will be on tomorrow morning. I do believe she's reading now from, I think she's reading from The Voice Celestial, which is this huge epic poem that Ernest Holmes and his brother put together. It's an epic. I think that's what she's reading from right now. Eugene Holden gives us the following affirmations. I claim my freedom now. I claim my freedom now. And he's talking about in your mind. I'm the brilliant illumination of spirit. I freely give my gifts and talents. I freely give my gifts and talents. So remember, when you give, you always receive. You have to do because it's a reciprocal process. And when you give, you receive. It's as simple as that. So, tomorrow morning will be our service at 11. Reverend Lisa will be back at 9:15. I'll be back hopefully around about 5 o'clock. You can never guarantee it. The evenings are not always easy to judge, but hopefully tomorrow 5. But certainly, whatever time it is, I'll be back tomorrow evening. So take a deep breath. Let it go very slowly. And peace be unto you. Love be unto you. Namaste.